access to health care exposes Kenya's huge economic divide. This country has the third greatest gap between rich and poor in the world. Nearly 1/4 of the people struggle to live on less than $1 a day. And yet, Buteri is full of eager workers.
So good to see you. Hi. Yeah.
So accountant Carl Weicker launched a small business loan program with Ruth and Bishop Ongudi. Godfrey Nadikwa received 50,000 shillings, or $700, to expand his company that makes potato chips. Here, they're called crisps.
Most of the work I was doing it alone with my wife, but I now employed some people while helping me.
Oh, it smells good.
Godfrey is proud of his new workspace and what he calls his new technology. That's right, this is it, a slicer. Godfrey hired 3 new people, including this orphan. He wants to teach the young man a trade to provide him a salary to support himself.
We have people with potential within us, but you get that we might not be reached because nobody has the concern. Like this program, it has worked, and I believe there are people who are benefiting indirectly.
Oh my, how nice. So nice.
The profits from the increased business allowed Godfrey to move his wife and baby out of the slum. He's since taken on 2 of his nieces and adopted an orphan boy who is attending school because Godfrey paid his school fees.
So it's amazing that owner of that business is stepping out, reaching out his hand to help others in the community. It's not all about me. It's about really helping those around them.
The program started with just $5,000. Even without another penny, it should continue to grow because as people pay back their loans, more are granted.
You're most welcome.
It's Moses.
Yes, I know Moses.
I know this. Okay.
Helped me yesterday in church.
Okay.
Moses Chuma runs a restaurant, or what Kenyans call a hotel.
So good to see you again. You're most welcome. Amen. Amen. Hello.
With his loan, Moses bought a mandazi cooker, wholesale cakes, and a popcorn maker.
Is your machine in high demand? Do people like popcorn?
Yeah, they do. They do.
Is there any other place in the market to get popcorn?
No, not yet.
You're smart.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You've really been of help to us, and we really appreciate. You have the heart. We really believe that we really are in your hearts.
You are.
And your help to us is really tremendous. It's immeasurable.
So good to see you. Yeah.
The handful of loan recipients also includes these 2 business women.
So this is one side of the house? Yeah. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Wow, this is nice.
It's very nice.
Leonida Simwa not only paid back her loan, but she's using her increased profits to build this rental property.
Renting, no problem. I don't think I'll have a problem. Because as I've said, there are people who are already wondering when I'll finish so that they can come in.
This is what can happen. If you help a little bit, big things can happen. If we have people just helping a little bit, it makes such a big difference.
Helen Atinya runs Maziwa Supermarket. While the shelves are stocked with many familiar brands, she uses fresh milk to draw in customers. The loan allowed her to expand her offerings.
So those are things you put in your store that have a bigger profit margin that help some of the smaller profit margin items.
Yeah. Like this one, a profit is a shilling or 1 shilling and 50 cents. But that one you can get a profit of 20 shillings or 30 per item.
Yeah, so that's very good.
From the business, I've been able to feed my family. I've been able to educate my children and also construct a house.
It's amazing how similar things are between the American and the Kenyan business person. They all have good customers and bad customers. They have customer credit issues.
They worry about declining margins in their business. It really, almost everything seems to be very much the same between here and in the United States.
Solomon Mahezu was able to start up a bakery with his loan. He bought pans, an oven, and bulk amounts of flour. He now employs 5 people.
The loan has made us actually to add some income to our business. So it's actually increasing the growth. It's making the business grow and expand. And then it's helping also to increase the employment of the young people in the church.
See, you've got a hot one though. You've got a hot job here.
Yeah, we are trying. Welcome.
Richard Semi is a brickmaker who wants to apply for the next round of loans. His goal? Grow his business and make his temporary workers permanent.
So you make the mud,
Yes.
and then you put the mud into the form,
Yeah.
then you take it out,
So we take them.
and it dries, yeah?
If we shall have a good sunny day,
Yeah.
if we shall have a good weather, they can stay here for 3 to 4 days.
Like
So
this.
they will be changing. Like
Yeah.
tomorrow, they will change like this. Like this one. So turn like this tomorrow, like this. People, they demand bricks very much, and because I don't have more, I normally miss customers. So I want to make this place to be sort of a small industry. The loan will help me, mostly to help people. So, because if I have 10 people, you see they will be feeding their families.
The community that we live in we have extended families, so they're able to touch more than the family unit into the extended family. And more than that, many business owners are employing other people, and so that's touching lives.
I know some of these persons from being here before, and to see that they're able to start new businesses and build existing businesses to where they're really making a profit, it's remarkable.
And what's great is that they understand more than we understand in the U.S. the sense of community, that when they're able to prosper a bit, that they should share with those around them, and they're doing that. So these business loans are like planting little trees all over Buteri, which are allowing commerce to spread in all these different spots, which I think is just fantastic.
Hello, Mlembe.
Children captured Ruth's heart 5 years ago. Their eagerness and persistence is impossible to resist. Now Ruth takes us to a site where she plans to build group homes for orphans.
Mama Tim, I forget what he told me. Is it to that trees?
Oh, the mountain.
Maximum would be 6 in a room, 2 rooms. And then a separate room for house mother, house parent.
Work on the home is moving fast because of the death of a 7th grader in the sponsorship program. 13-year-old Arthur committed suicide.
He's a total orphan. He was taken in by a relative, a distant relative, and being treated harshly. It happens here because there's so many children, there's so many orphans, and so family members or relatives are expected to take those children in, and a lot of times there's not enough food to go around, and so he took poison.
Arthur was not alone. In fact, 2.3 million orphans live in Kenya. Half of those orphaned by AIDS. Meet Lawrence Uma. He lives with his 9-year-old brother Stanley and his teenage brother Maurice. These boys are living on their own, trying to survive. Their father died in a car crash, their mother of AIDS 1 year ago. What did you think would happen to you when both your parents were gone?
Thought I was going to
be a street boy.
For these children, school offers a chance to learn and to briefly escape life's harsh realities. Ruth's work covers the cost of education and meals for over 200 children.
So class, what is trade?
Trade is the buying and selling of goods from one country to another.
Very good.
College student Amy Weicker returned to Kenya to realize her dream of teaching these motivated students.
Well, the kids here are really excited about school and excited about being here.
Will she be a good teacher someday? Yeah.
Carl is proud of his daughter's work and wants to capture the experience, an experience Amy says changed her.
These kids deal with a lot of different things. They don't have parents and they don't have food and they don't have water or means to wash their clothes. They don't have soap. So you see the teachers taking care of those needs as well. They're fed here, and I think it's taught me that teaching is not just the classroom. It's not just teaching them numbers and how to spell words. It's a lot more than that.
Many children in public schools are forced to sit on the ground, paper and pencils in their laps. To help out, Ruth's group paid for several new desks for the kids.
Is it right? I think what is it? Go and put a tick. Number 4. Number 4.
You see, when they were sitting on the floor, the handwriting was very poor. But now that there are desks, the handwriting is improved, and in fact there is that comfort, the child is attentive.
We are feeling much better than we were before. Now, we don't have much stuff on. We can study hard and read much.
We have people on our mission team who are sponsoring children who were meeting them for the first time.
It's very, very different when you can see your sponsored child. It's very exciting that you can see the difference you're making. You can see how appreciative they are.
They called the name of the girl that I sponsor. Her name's Gentrix Osori, and I had given her a Frisbee and asked if she's ever played that before, and she said no, and so we went over to the side and just threw it back and forth for 10 or 15 minutes. And then at the end of that, her dad says, Gentrix has a question for you. And I went over and said, what's that? And she said, can I bring you a hen tomorrow?
Ruth and Chubb personally support 7 children, including Wycliffe, whom Ruth considers another son, and Fanny. Children were teasing Fanny because she was living under a tree with her grandmother and baby sister after their home collapsed.
Both parents died. The younger one, the mother died and left me when she was 3 months old. I've been suffering. I didn't know how to take care of the child. I didn't have a house. I have an infant. I don't have a home to live. I was stranded. I didn't know what I could do. I didn't have strength. You can see me. I didn't have strength. I was old. I didn't have strength. I was not able for a small piece of land here. I don't have any other child that is working that can support me. Nothing.
When Ruth found out about the family's situation, she paid to build this house. The grandmother is so grateful, she throws herself on the ground in front of Ruth to pray for her. Another life touched by the compassion of one woman.
To just seems like the whole village knows who she is and what she's been able to do for them.
This is Ruth's calling, and I'm amazed at what she accomplishes and how she does it.
She just has that kind of personality that she just sort of pulls them into her arms and gives them all kinds of love, and people sense that in her.
She loves them. She genuinely loves them. It's beautiful to watch Ruth.
She has come in with all of her heart. It's tremendous. We are so grateful. It's beyond words.
How you doing? Good to see you.
Hi.
How's life?
Hey, how are you?
Welcome to Western PA.
Hi, how are you?
Great, how are you?
4 months later, Jean Daubé invites us to get together. Seeing each other helps everyone to reconnect with the powerful experience we shared.
We took what the drivers thought might be a shortcut, different route out.
Yeah.
And we felt like we were there for days.
Hour and 45 minutes. There was 4 kilometers to the where we left.
Yeah, we made a big circle. We came right back to the lodge where we started from.
Each person holds memories that are lighthearted and many that are life-changing.
Part of my heart is still back over there. And almost every night, you know, all the places that I've been, these people are still in my heart. They've made an impact in my life. When I'm dumping out a glass of water in the morning, I'm thinking this is very selfish of me to be doing when these people don't have good drinking water. And when I'm eating now, I think, you know, are they getting a meal today?
We sort of take so much for granted here, and I don't do that as much now, and I find myself trying to watch what I do, or you know, where I spend my money, or even just the water that I would have probably wasted before. That, you know, I find myself taking shorter showers. The people over there are just so grateful and so humble. I mean, I think that was probably the best part of it, was just seeing them. And I mean, they're very, very thankful, and they don't have much, but they're so full of the Spirit. And I mean, we have so much stuff that just gets in the way, I think.
I guess they taught us a different way of life, maybe a better way of life. We are so unhappy in all that we have, and they are so happy with all they don't have.
When we're successful in businesses here, we go out and buy new cars or new clothes or go to fancy restaurants over there. What they do with their success is they help other Kenyans, which I just think is a fantastic model I wish I could see more of here in the U.S.
I miss the kids a lot, and I think about being in the classroom over there and snapping when they wanted to be called on, and no electricity, and just the bare essentials of a classroom, and just, I don't know, loving that environment.
When you come back home and you start, you know, getting in your car and driving around, and you know, going grabbing a soda out of the refrigerator, you know, sometimes you forget those things, and most people need reminders every once in a while, because we tend to get back into our materialistic groove and forget about the needs of others.
At the center of it all is a woman with a contagious passion. Because of her leadership, Amy plans to teach in Kenya after college. Chubb, Carl, and several others are also planning to return. Over the course of 5 years, Ruth has guided 4 mission trips and 50 people to a foreign land, so they can love the people she loves.
The people are amazing. They're just amazing. The children are so happy, they're so loving, they're so much wanting love. The people of Kenya are, to me, the very definition of hospitality. They're welcoming, they're warm, they're loving. You immediately feel like you're a part of the family. They open their arms and invite you in. They don't have much to share, but whatever they do have, they willingly share. But their level of Christianity is really amazing. It's totally amazing. They have to rely on God for every day. To wake up every morning breathing is something to be thanking God for, because death is very real. Between AIDS and typhoid and malaria, they've lost so many people, and they're so used to that loss that they really cherish the days that they do have. It's here we take tomorrow for granted. They don't take tomorrow for granted. So people become so much more important than time. And to me, that keeps me going back, because I love people, and people are so important there to each other, so important to each other. And they're my friends. I have to go back. How many lives I've touched, I don't know. I just don't know. I know how they've touched my life, and that's a big thing.